friends. Welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! How you doing?
Good.
Double point this time.
Yeah.
How you doing? You
Just
guys, welcome to the new set.
New set alert.
This is what it looks like for now. We might add new stuff. I don't really know yet. Like, do we put a sign? I don't know what to put there.
I don't know, but most importantly, what you should always remember is that we like it. And that's all that matters.
It's also not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. So what we say goes.
It's a one-way street here. But that's what I want to comment on, because I know some people have been saying stuff about the audio, which I feel like we've talked about already, because we moved into a new space and we needed to put up sound panels and all that shit. So thanks for bearing with us.
Yeah.
99% of you, though, are extremely supportive no matter what. You guys don't give a fuck. But that a very, very small percentage of you who feel the need to comment stuff like that consistently, listen up, okay? What I need you to always remember is that no matter what phase of this show that we are in, the only reason you come here is to laugh, correct? Okay, so you don't come here for aesthetics. You don't come here because
we have the most crystal clear audio you've ever heard.
You come here because you think we're funny, and that's it. You know what I mean? Many of you who found me on TikTok, like, I filmed those shits on my phone in my fucking Prius. Like, there was no crystal clear sound or some beautiful set.
In the toilet.
Yeah, it was literally just me whipping my fucking Prius and filming shit in my car. So, like, that is not why you come here. For the majority of you who have been very, very supportive no matter what and patient with us, we appreciate you. And for those of you who get really fucking pissed off and shit like that, sorry. What do you want from me?
I don't know what you want from me.
I am only but a human. So come back next week. I don't know what to tell you. Like, when you write rude shit like that, I don't know what to say to you other than sorry and come back next week. Maybe it'll be better for you.
Or like,
it's fine.
Not even sorry. Like, it's not that serious. Like, I think you'll be okay.
It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Not nearly as big of a deal as you're making.
It's not that serious. So for those of you that are impatient, amazing. For those of you who think that us introducing the new set means we need feedback on it, we don't. But we appreciate you no matter what. We love you. We just wanted to put something up on the wall, obviously, which we told you we would do.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's up. Maybe we'll add new stuff. Maybe we'll change it.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? But what you can always count on is giggles.
It'll always be funny. Whether there's nothing, whether the audio's fucked up, whether they're like... And you know what, too, guys? We never miss an episode.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, no, like, count it. This year alone. We've never missed an episode. You can't say
That's what I said.
You can't say the same for a lot of other podcasts.
That's why I said you can consistently count on the giggles. So just if you hold that, I think it'll be a lot less stressful for you, for those of you that get upset. But like, if it bothers you or whatever, that's fine. Just come back next week. That's okay. Just come back. But for those of you that have been very patient and very understanding of that, and y'all just come here for the vibes, appreciate you. Appreciate your patience.
How are you doing mentally?
I've been better.
I feel good now that we're back home from New York.
Yeah, I feel better because I'm home, but like, I did feel still kind of icky when I got home.
Sure.
But I think it was just like
the aftermath of it.
Yeah, maybe just like the energy of it. But like, I've seen a lot of other creators though that were also at Fashion Week that said the same shit. Like, they've never felt more anxious or uncomfortable in their careers thus far. I've seen that a lot. So, and I've fucking get it. Like, that's how I felt too. I did have a breakdown in New York. Check.
Me too.
Because it gets overwhelming, I think. Because I wasn't just doing Fashion Week stuff. Like, I was also working on my book, and I was also filming my show while I was out in New York. So
that's a whole other layer.
Just lots of things, because I love to say yes, because I love to do everything and make everybody happy. Even by the end of it, I look like Cynthia the doll. Just no more hair. Blank, dead expression.
I don't even know what I felt like. I felt like a little like rolled up, like a snail that was like crushed into like a little ball like this.
Yeah, it was very overwhelming, and it was a completely different experience. I feel like that's maybe what everybody was kind of feeling that to some extent. Because that was my first full fashion week. But I know some of my other friends have been several times, but that was my first full one, and it's the energy in those spaces is like completely different from anything I've ever done. I didn't even feel that way at the Oscars, which is arguably the biggest, most exclusive thing I've ever done. Or the Governor's Ball. I didn't feel that way there. Like, I don't know. There are places where I feel like in my brain, I prepared to feel that way. I'm like, well, if it feels weird or awkward, I'm sure it's just because it's a very exclusive event. I did not feel like that in any event I've been to thus far up until Fashion Week. Then I felt that way, which I think is kind of like crappy, but that sucks. But we made the most of it. We made the most of our time there. I made sure to wear some fun, cool outfits and try some new looks and get and photograph and do all that stuff. So that was cool. That part was fun. And then obviously like being with, like my family and my team is always fun.
And we got to go to Quality Italian, our favorite place.
Best part of the trip was getting to go to Quality Italian. But other than that, it's just so different. It's not.
Well, if you think about it, you've never really done anything in fashion yet. So it was just like a new environment for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I did partial fashion week in February with NARS, which I loved. And that was so fucking fun. But it wasn't the same because it wasn't like event after event after event. Like it was very different then. I don't know if the energy is just different because the pace is different. Like, I don't know. But that was a new experience for me. I think we learned a lot about what we could do better next time as far as like to make ourselves feel better and kind of now that we've experienced it, we know what to expect now. I've just never experienced
feeling prepared. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you ever feel bad about not going, don't. Don't feel bad about not going.
You'll be fine. Yeah.
It is nothing more than a networking opportunity. It is not nearly as like fun and awesome as you may think it is. It's fun is like you cultivate that fun with the people that you bring.
We didn't see any of our friends.
Like at all. I made plans with every single one of them, and none of us followed them because none of us fucking slept for like 7 days, which is horrible. So it was a new experience, a learning curve, on to the next thing. That's how I see it.
I feel that, yeah. I'm doing okay.
Well, yeah, what about you?
There are ants that are terrorizing my home.
Yuck.
They have me surrounded. I don't know how to get rid of them.
You don't want to spray the Raid.
There's a bug guy coming into my house. He's going to come take care of it.
That works too. But the Raid also works, but you don't want to use that.
I have 2 cats. Why can't they kill the ants? Why do I have to do it? And I don't know what type of breed of ants these are. But when there's a bunch of them and I kill them and I wipe them up, they're like thick.
Ew.
Like it feels like big grains of like salt.
Ew.
Like usually when you wipe ants,
I don't want you to describe it to me anymore. That grosses me out.
I've been having to take care of the ants around my house. They've been literally terrorizing me every day of my life.
That's so awful.
I won't know peace. So like I'm like, can I just not have trash ever in the house? Like no.
That's terrible.
They're everywhere. So
yuck.
And my poor cats, like they eat and then I have to immediately put their food bowls away and hide them like in the food box that
the food
the storage thing.
Storage thing, yeah. So the smells and everything aren't coming out. Yuck.
I know. And ants, I don't know. Out of every bug I could pick, I hate ants the most.
You and me both.
They're just so gross.
You and me both.
So anyways.
I hate ants.
That's like probably the most negative thing that's happened. Oh my gosh, something positive today. So I was looking at my face in the mirror like I do every day. Mm-hmm. And I realized that I had one of the longest mustache hairs on my face right here. And I was like, that's so embarrassing. So then I took you do the facial razor blades or whatever.
Yeah.
What is it called? Like a facial razor. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's a feminine facial razor or whatever the fuck.
And so then I did just my mustache right there. And I'm like, now I have to do my whole face. And now I literally, like, I look like Donovan when he just shaves his upper lip. Like he looks like a newborn baby.
Yeah, man.
And so I need to keep up on that because it was kind of like it was outrageous how much hair is coming off my face.
It is.
And then my face looks cleaner. So if you think my face looks different, it's because there's not so much fucking hair in my face.
It also helps my skin too when I
forget about that.
Yeah, me too. But it helps with my skin too because it's not as like I think it, when I read about it, it's like it doesn't trap as much dirt. So
because all the hair's not there to cling
which
to it.
clogs your pores, which
That
makes you
makes
break out.
sense.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That was a big reason why I started, because when I did start, that was like when my skin was wigging the fuck out when I moved home from Hawaii. And so like when that happened, I was looking up all kinds of shit. That's how I found out I had dry skin. But also I saw that like using those special razors helps a lot too. Like especially if you have thicker hair or dark, coarse, thick hair. Like naturally where your leg hair grows or your fucking coochie, whatever. It said if your hair is thick, then you should try it because it might help. And it did. It helped me a lot.
Dang.
But I know sometimes people use it and it makes them break out more. So it's really just, I think those people are really, really sensitive skin to anything. My skin's just extremely fucking dry.
I just have oily skin.
I feel that.
Yeah, I did that
It makes a huge difference though.
No, it
especially
doesn't.
when the way your makeup lays.
I was saying, now I can't wait to do my makeup because it's gonna look like
skin
Kim K core.
It's gonna look Facetune
I'm
core.
gonna comment on everything twin.
Me commenting twin to. I'm gonna. You know what's so funny is like I can't tell you all this, but like I told you this like someone I might have on my show. And like remember I was telling you I'm gonna have her on because she is like one of the most beautiful women in the world. And so I'm gonna tell you, like, people tell us we look alike all the time.
I remember who it is.
just to see what she does. Because that makes me laugh. Like people tell me we look alike all the time. I don't want to put words in their mouth, but that's what they tell me.
That's what they're saying.
And like I want to see her get upset because that would make me laugh.
I think she would laugh. I think she would think it's funny. She seems pretty chill. So
no, she does. She seems very. I mean, I'm sure I would end up telling her I was joking, but like, I don't think she would get pissed off at me. I just think she would be like, oh, well, I don't really see that, but
I don't know.
I mean, maybe in certain lights, sure.
I think she'll laugh. I think
she looks nothing like me.
She seems like down. I think she would laugh.
Probably, huh?
I think so.
I think that shit is so funny.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny. It's hilarious. Let's all laugh together.
I know.
It's funny because you think I'm fugly and that's why you don't like that comparison.
That's the joke.
It's funny because you clearly find yourself more attractive than me.
I don't know. I just think it's weird.
Just think that's kind of weird.
It's something you think about.
Just be like so unhinged. Like that's so funny.
Yeah, I agree. That's
hilarious. Funny. Anyways, what were we talking about? Shaving your face?
Yep. I just did it today. So if you think I look like I have no more 5 o'clock shadow, that's why. All that dirt is off my face. Because I also do have dry skin. So it just traps a bunch of dry, dead debris in my skin.
It helps with the, what do you call it? Exfoliating kind of.
Yeah.
It, like,
I know. I haven't washed
skin.
my face yet. I did it when I moisturized my face and I was like, and I'll wash my face tonight. I was impatient.
You're stupid. I do it after I do like an oil or something so I don't nick myself.
No, dude, I do it dry like Jackie Aina because then I can get everything.
I've seen Jackie do it dry and I'm like, damn.
If I do it dry, then I'll be slower. When I do it like with oil, I look like the baby Grinch after he shaves for the first time. I do. And I always nick around my Cupid's bow.
Me too.
But I'm telling you, if you do it dry, you'll be more careful because you can feel it more.
I feel like I figured it out now. But when I first started doing it, I did it dry a couple times and I nicked myself. And I was like, dude. And then I saw people saying you should oil your face first. So I did that. Yeah. So it's dealer's choice. But I feel like I've nicked myself too many times doing it dry. But I have done it dry even recently. And when I do it dry,
then I can get like all the like skin. I feel like when I do it with the stuff on, I don't see the skin. I want to see it.
I feel
and I feel like my face feels softer now.
It does. I'm sure it does.
And then I sprayed that Tower 28 spray that everyone likes, but I don't know what it does on my face.
I don't even know what spray you're talking about.
Because you gave it to me.
Nice.
So, do you have any other zoomies you want to get out? Is there anything else you want to share with the class?
Let me think. I don't think so.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into today's topic. We're doing funny Disney stories, Disneyland, Disney whatever stories.
Yes.
And also if you have any hot takes that you would like to share on Disneyland in general.
Yes.
So, as everyone knows, we're very big Disney adults.
Yes,
and
we are.
have been for a long time. All right, friends, we're going to take a quick little break, and this was with our friends at Vegamore. So I'm so glad we're doing another ad with them because I update you on my updates with them, right? So I personally have been using some of the Vegamore products. My favorite ones so far, now that I've tried everything, are the scalp serum, and I really like the conditioner because I'm really like particular on shampoos, but I do like the shampoo. There's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer the conditioner and the little serum. Ooh, and I also like the scrubby brush. That's probably my favorite thing that it comes with. So I'm always trying to do right by my body. So when it comes to my hair and scalp health, finding a product that actually works and is made with clean ingredients always seems like a trade-off. But with Vegamore, I get products that are made with clean ingredients and give me a visibly healthy hair and scalp. With Vegamore, I'm able to have visibly thicker, fuller, and shinier, longer hair, all without the harsh ingredients. Every cute pink bottle of Vegamore products are 100% cruelty-free and are never formulated with potentially harmful chemicals like parabens or hormones. So I received, like I told you guys last time, the Vegamore products that are the revitalizing shampoo and conditioner kit, the growth serum, the little scrubby brush. You know what else mine came with? The dry shampoo. That stuff is so good. So what's even better is Vegamore's value kits, like their Grow Essentials kit, where you get to try more than one amazing product at great savings. When you sign up for a monthly subscription, you save more and you never run low on the products you need to take care of your hair. The key is consistency in your routine for your most beautiful, healthy looking hair. I use Vegamore Grow hair serum daily and my hair and scalp are flourishing. Fun fact, Vegamore sells 1 bottle of Grow serum every 15 seconds on their website. That's how good this stuff is. So give your hair the power of the little pink bottle with Vegamore. For a limited time, 2 Idiot Girls listeners get 20% off their first order by going to vegamore.com/2idiotgirls and use code 2idiotgirls at checkout. That's vegamor.com/2idiotgirls, code 2idiotgirls to save 20% off on your first order. vegamor.com/2idiotgirls, code 2idiotgirls. Now back to the episode. A lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean Brittany, she thinks Drew doesn't count as a Disney adult because she doesn't wear the ears when we go.
That's not my fault. That's my big fat head's problem. When I wear them, they hurt me. Like I'll pass out.
I was going to say they're not size inclusive.
They're fat head phobic. Like for real. I can't wear them. I've tried. You think I don't have enough? Like even my cousins, Josh and Mayo, they got me a really, really pretty pair for my birthday last year. I can't fucking wear them. They hurt me. So I just have them displayed.
Yeah.
Because I can't wear them. Sorry, I can't join in on everyone's fun.
But that is a telltale sign that you're a Disney adult is the ears. So I love wearing my ears. I'm obsessed with
Allegedly. I don't think, same thing about church. I don't have to go every Sunday to prove to anyone that I believe in something. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
I believe in the big mouse. I don't need to wear the ears to prove it.
Big Mickey.
Okay? I do want to say though, there is one girl that I recently discovered.
I would love to plug my favorite Disney creators.
I don't even remember her name, but when I do remember it, I will tell you.
Gosh, I can't remember her name either. I remembered. I was like, I'm going to remember. I don't remember.
I'll tell you, depending on whether or not she's problematic. I don't know if she is, so I have to I just saw her recently.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you're right.
She's really new though. Like she's got a very small platform.
Yeah, describe her very vaguely so that they're not able to.
Basically, it's just a girl who's like obsessed, obviously, with Disneyland, but she goes all the time.
And she goes by herself.
She goes by herself every single time, and she dresses the exact same way every time, and she does a different theme every time. I can't get enough. I watch every single one of her videos. As soon as I see her, I'm like, yes. And then I go on her profile and then I scroll down and then I watch everything from there. I am so up to date on that bitch and she has no idea who the fuck I am. I'm convinced. She's like really small, but I just genuinely want to watch her do that. I find it fascinating. As someone who loves Disneyland. I argue she loves Disneyland more than me.
I mean, all these people do that. We're gonna talk about,
but like that's okay. That's totally fine.
I don't care.
Get it how you want it. You know what I mean? Like you do what you got to do, girl. I'm in support of you. As long as you're not problematic. I don't think you are, but
just in case.
I don't remember her name, but love her to death. Adore her content. I think it's so fun to watch. And I think it's cool to just vibe. Like they all vibe together. Like all the different women in her comments who are like, where'd you get that? I want that. Where'd you get that? I just think
it's so cute. I mean, you guys know one of my favorite Disney creators is Blake Silva. Blake's Pop Nook. The time we talked to him, you guys tagged him and I was like, there's no way. I was so excited when he followed me. I was like, one of my favorite creators is following me. He's so cute.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other ones, but I don't remember their names.
And I also think too, like, there's this weird stigma around being a Disney adult. I get it. Like, some of it's cringe. Like, sure, I understand.
But I think it's like, it's so fun and it doesn't bother anyone.
It doesn't like harm
and
anyone.
we've talked to you about Curtis Connor's video on Disney adults, and he said, I'm not going to talk about people who love going to the parks. Like, these are people who like want to live, like the ones that he did review.
There were people who were like terrorizing the people who work there. Yeah. Like the guy drinking the water out of every ride. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Like,
that's what he watched. And he even said, I don't want this to be something where I just drag people who enjoy something. We love Curtis.
Yeah.
We love Curtis. But yeah, I don't think it's funny or cool to make fun of people who just enjoy things like that don't harm anyone. And like, I also would urge you to remember that, like, if someone's fascinated or like obsessed, ask yourselves why that could be. Like, maybe they're reparenting themselves. Yeah. Maybe they never got to experience it as a child. Maybe they just really genuinely love, like, you know, to escape. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's how I see it. As long as you're not the fucking worst, like, you're not a terrible person.
Yeah, I think like the ones that are like either mean to any of the cast members at Disneyland.
Yeah, that's obviously not who I'm talking about.
Or ones that are mean to like pushing kids out of the way. I'm like, all right now, not too much.
All right, chill.
Like, I think that's too much. But I think like if you enjoy going, you like dressing up, I think it's really cute.
And who cares? Yeah. It doesn't hurt you. And you know what? How awesome it must be to be so fucking cool and not like stuff like that. Must be fucking cool. Oh, I wish I was that cool. Girl, I don't give a fuck. Ask yourself why you hate it that much. Because that could be a pick-me thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, things that are universally loved by women a lot of times tend to be painted out to be this cringy, obsessive, weird shit. And like, I don't do that to you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you be doing.
I agree. There's a lot of other things that we could be more upset about than...
That's what I'm saying.
The amount of people that love Disneyland.
Yeah, like, who gives a fuck? Like, this is a safe space. If you want to talk about how much you like going and you like going for funsies or you like going for an hour, who gives a fuck? Like, that's okay. I always think a lot of times too, if they're older than me and they like have a much larger obsession than me, I always think of it as like a reparenting thing. Like, maybe they're just re-experiencing things. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, who cares? Mm-hmm. It doesn't bother me. Would I do that? No. But does it fucking physically pain me to watch them do it? No.
So, you know I think a really polarizing question on here that I think we got a lot is, where do you think the best bathroom? People are saying the best place to poop. Don't poop at Disneyland. That's my suggestion to you. But where do you think?
But if you gotta, you gotta.
Our favorite bathrooms. I like the one in California Adventure. That's by the Hollywood thing. Like by where the Captain America guy used to stand.
Oh, okay.
Behind the little trailer.
That one's not bad.
I don't mind that one. Mind you, all the bathrooms smell bad.
Yeah, you hit it at a certain time.
They all smell bad.
Doesn't matter.
We usually go to that one. I just recently found this one. This one's also in California Adventure. It's like down the road from there, where it's like next to the place where you draw in the store. In between that and the little Disney Junior Playhouse thing. There's one
where allegedly Remy and Emil hang out, and no one was gonna tell us.
Yeah.
Fake. We already went over that, but I didn't forget.
I'm trying to pop my pussy with them.
I'm trying to mosh with Remy and Emil.
Those, I feel like in Disneyland, I don't have a favorite bathroom. I don't like any of them.
In Disneyland, I would say the worst bathroom to go to in Disneyland is for sure the Snow White one.
Oh no, it's like Beauty and the Beast, that one.
No, it's Snow White, girl. It's a Snow White restaurant, but it's right there in between.
No, well, the restaurant is called the Rose Tavern. It's the Beauty and the Beast themed.
It's not Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
It's Snow White, I'm telling you.
I know what you're talking about. Anyways, I know the bathroom. It's right by the carousel. That's the worst. That's the Dumbo ride and the train.
On the way to Star Wars Land. Like,
if you want to smell the stinkiest bathroom.
If you want to smell busted ass, like, you go in there. I don't know.
Diapers. If you want to just ruin your whole day, go in that bathroom.
I don't know if that's like a last resort bathroom. Like, people are like, oh my God. And then they run to that one specifically. But like, they do not clean that shit. That one is bad.
That one's not good.
That's the worst one. You know what's so funny? We were talking about that with Bill.
I feel the same way. He said that bathroom is the one in the Delta terminal.
At LAX.
There's a bathroom in the Delta terminal.
He goes, it's just as bad. It's the same.
I was gonna say, I think because someone on here wrote that they think the best bathroom is the one by the the one in the tiki room is good. Maybe that's what they mean. But I think that one, it's closed right now.
There is no one in the tiki room.
There is. I've seen it on TikTok where people say it's a single stall and you could poop in there. But if you're talking about the one that's like attached to the little Jones store right there, by the Dole Whip guy, that one is so bad too.
If you go in the morning, it's not. But like,
it's bad, dude.
Anyone that's
you know what's another one that's bad? The one under the Incredicoaster.
That one's awful. The one behind Toy Story, that one's bad. All hours of the day, that one's bad.
One time I accidentally got too buzzed and I was like literally gonna piss my pants. So I was standing in silence in line waiting to go in that hellhole. It was awful in there.
That's like the throw up bathroom. They'll go there and
it always smells like throw up over there. You guys know me. I can tell. You know the audio from Breaking Bad? They're like, someone cooked here. That's me saying someone threw up here. I know it. I can feel it.
The best bathroom to go to that everyone can access but nobody thinks of is the one that's inside the Grand Californian. That's the best bathroom. Is the best bathroom. It's clean, it's air conditioned, it smells nice. Like, that's the best one. And no one, you can all go in there, but you walk past it.
You know what other one's really bad? The one by Pirates of the Caribbean. The one back there by the train.
Yeah.
By the beignets. It's bad back there.
Yeah. Inside the parks in Disneyland, the one when you by the Abe Lincoln shit, that one's not bad.
Yeah, by the exit.
Because people forget about that one. So that
one's not that bad.
That one's not that bad.
No, I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry.
And in California, even the one by the entrance in California, that one's pretty good.
It's
the one outside the gate
is the best.
That's the best.
That's the best bathroom. You're right. You're right. Because
right
outside of California Adventure,
they get too excited, they go inside, and then they're like, "Oh, gotta shit my pants." If you're
standing outside of California Adventures and you're facing the gate, it's to the left.
Yeah,
that's the best one. You're right. Mm-hmm. You're so real for that. That is the best one out of everywhere.
No one's ever there.
No.
Yeah, and it's right next to the lockers too.
Yeah, like it doesn't smell like ass in there. That one's good. You're right.
The more you know.
I forgot about that one.
But start at the Grand Californian one first.
Yeah, that's the best one.
It'll change your perspective on Disney bathrooms.
Yeah. The Star Wars ones aren't that bad either. I don't mind those ones.
Yeah, those ones aren't bad.
But I never have to go when I'm there. So
Same.
But yeah, okay. So we asked you guys to send in your hot takes, Disney stories. Do you have any funny Disneyland stories? Oh, tell them the story about one of the first times we went with Billy and we went on Splash Mountain with Donnie.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's like two different stories. One of them was we went with Billy, like this is like when we were first dating, and so we went on Splash Mountain. We never go on that ride, and it was winter, so it was cold. And Donovan, you guys know already how Donovan is. Like, he has to be first, he has to be in front, he has to be the red guy, he has to always, you know what I'm saying? And so he's like, I call dibs on the front, and we're like, dude, and because we knew he was gonna do that, and we were like, oh man. And he's like, haha, I called it. Because he didn't remember that ride. Like, he didn't remember what happened on it. Because he was drunk with the power of being in front, right?
All right, guys, we're going to take one more little break. And this is with our friends at Curology. So I personally, me and Drew both, have used Curology on our own accord even before we got this ad opportunity. And we're so excited to be working with them because we both had really wonderful experiences. So our skin has a huge effect on our confidence. If you have acne or you're noticing signs of aging, I personally want to recommend Curology. I was able to address certain skincare concerns such as acne, hyperpigmentation. I wanted to work on like oil control and like kind of unclogging pores. I just felt like my skin felt very congested. And I was really excited to use Curology because they create a routine that fits your skin specifically. Whereas if you buy stuff from the store, it's not made for everyone, if that makes sense. The Curology is made specifically for you. And that was one of my favorite parts of it. One of my favorite parts about Curology is that they take the guesswork out of skincare and simplify your skincare routine with Curology. So Curology treats a variety of skin conditions, including acne, clogged pores, fine lines, dark spots, and rosacea. A licensed dermatology provider will prescribe you a personalized formula that addresses your specific skin concerns and skincare goals. Curology custom formulas use a combination of 3 clinically researched ingredients, making it more effective than non-prescription cleansers and moisturizers alone. No need to hassle with in-office appointments. Curology Curology is all online. Right now, y'all can get up to 6 skincare products free, up to a $52 value, with free shipping and a no-cost consultation with a licensed dermatology provider when you go to Curology.com/2idiotgirls. Go to Curology.com/2idiotgirls for this free offer. That's Curology.com/2idiotgirls. Prescription products are excluded from this free product offer. Applies only to your first box. Subject to consultation. New subscribers only. See Curology.com for full details. Now back to the episode.
So we get on the ride, and as soon as it took off, I was like, Donovan's about to get fucked up there. And we were laughing, like we were laughing our ass off. We were laughing so hard, huh? Because and he was like, what are you guys talking about? Because he felt like ominous, something was coming because we were laughing so hard. The whole time we were laughing.
Tricking him, I'm not joking, brings me so much joy. Like when we were eating taquitos at your house, he goes, can I have more? I go, yeah, go ahead. There was no more. You didn't know.
He opened it up and was like, what the fuck?
No, not even. I said, yeah, go ahead. And he went, never mind.
He still opened it. He still went and looked. On the off chance you were lying. He still went and looked. But he gets got by himself all the time.
Yeah,
that's what's funny about it. So he's up there and we're laughing, and he's like, what are you guys laughing at? Like he's like trying to still be like big and bad about it. And then we got to that final drop, dude. It's almost like he absorbed every drop that was gonna go on us, because like none of us were wet, but he was soaked, like from the neck down. He was like soaked. And he was fucking pissed off when we got off the ride, and we were laughing. We were like, that's what you get for being a dick about, because he said, I called dibs, and he like shoved past all of us to get on the log. It's not like he was not in front while we were waiting. Like nothing. He literally cut us off to be a little dick like that. And then he got fucked up by the water, and we were laughing because he had no change of clothes. And so he was like, what am I supposed to do? Just walk around like this? And my mom was like, you're going to dry off. Like, I can buy you some new stuff if you want.
No, it was just us and mommy and daddy weren't there.
No, they definitely were there. They met us there later because, remember, she was like, okay, relax. Come on. Because he was like being a brat afterwards. And she's like, come on. And then he was like limping. And then Billy was like, why are you limping? And he was like, I'm not limping. And then he like stormed off because he was all pissed off. Hilarious. That's a sibling. That's like a sibling thing though.
Yeah.
We laughed so hard for like no reason. It was not that funny, but like
he got
because
really
it's just Donovan getting himself is just the funniest. It's gonna hit every time. Every time I'm gonna laugh, you know?
So one thing about me, I'm gonna laugh.
I'm trying to think, like, we've been going to Disneyland for so long, like there are some silly stories that we have.
I'm sure. Yeah.
For the most part though, I think they're pretty standard.
Yeah, like I remember we wanted to go on, I don't remember what the Incredicoaster was called before it was called that, but I remember I wanted to go on it, but Drew was scared. Drew's still not very fond of heights.
I hate heights, but I love roller coasters. I just don't like heights. So I don't want to see it slowly.
Yeah, like walking up it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my mom was like, oh no, this is a different roller coaster. And so we got on it. And as soon as they pulled the little like whatever seatbelt thingy on, Drew was like, it is that ride. I don't want to ride it. And then she had so much fun.
My mom had to force me onto it, but we love her now.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this already, but like one time I took a little too much of the devil's lettuce before I went. Done that several times. It's fine. It's fun. But like one time I did a little too much, and then I swear to God, I was like hallucinating, and I was so afraid I had to like sit off the first like 3 rides because I felt like I really wanted a hoodie to like shrink it so it was just this big so I couldn't see anything.
Because we were trying to get on Soaring California, which I feel like is like the worst ride to be on when you feel like that.
Oh my God, yeah. I sat off of it, and then I felt like I was just like I just couldn't come back, because you know, like when you do too much, you just gotta wait it out. Yeah. Like you can't change it at all.
No, or force it or anything like that.
Yeah. And then when we walked to the next ride, I smelled the Disneyland popcorn, and I was like, I was telling Billy, I was like, can you get me a popcorn, please? Because I was like so upset because I was so pissed off at myself. And then I ate that popcorn, and it brought me back to life. And then I was like, wee on every other ride after that. You know, sometimes when you ingest it, you have to get past the scaries and then it's fun.
It's so ridiculous.
I had the scaries there. Not fun. But yeah, love that place.
I know there's a bunch of new food, so I hope the next time we go, we get to try a bunch of it. I'm excited.
Oh my God. I tried the hot Cheeto elote in Cars
crazy,
Land.
yeah.
Holy shit. That is so good. I'm going to get that the next time we go. That place rocks.
The
Ate
little
that whole thing.
cozy cone motel.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Okay, so one of the first ones we got, this person's anonymous. She said, learning to never run to the bathroom, just walk after the Dole Whip line, because the bathroom by the tiki room, which I think is the secret one inside there, like behind the Dole Whip thingy, is the best bathroom to blow up, in my opinion.
Run so you don't, walk, don't run. Is that what she says?
Yeah.
Probably so you don't draw attention to it.
Well, and I think she's also saying, like, you don't need to run because I already know where the secret bathroom is. But I feel like, I don't know, can you still go in there? I feel like once things go viral on TikTok, like, you know, they were like, oh, if you wear an inappropriate shirt to TikTok to Disneyland, they'll give you a free shirt.
Yeah.
Then now they go, no, you got to go home.
No, they're like, I don't give a fuck what you do. You just can't come in here.
Come in here.
Dang. I mean, I haven't tried that bathroom personally, but if it's as good as you guys are saying, I got high expectations.
Maybe I got to give it a whirl.
Yeah.
So this next one's from Haley. She said, we flew from Michigan to Florida to see the new Star Wars park when I was in middle school because I was obsessed. But when we got there, we found out it was just being built.
Damn, that sucks. That's so annoying. I'm sure y'all still had fun though.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we did see the Star Wars one when we went to Florida.
It looks just like the one in
year.
California. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller though.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, the one in California is a lot bigger. That's what Josh told me anyway.
Oh, okay. I like that they have like a little Toy Story land in the Florida one. It was really cute.
That's cute. The girl that I watch, she be going on that little roller coaster, and it looks pretty fun.
Oh yeah,
and we skipped it last time.
Was it is it the T-Rex one or what is it?
No, it's a Slinky.
Oh, you're right.
And she be going on that ride. She's like, I got my lightning lane. She says that every time. I really want to try the Tron one.
Me too.
That one looks fun.
Yeah, because the Guardians of the Galaxy one that they have in Florida at Epcot, that one was really fun.
Yeah, Guardians is crazy. When we went on that one, well, first off, y'all already know that like all I wanted to do was go to France at Epcot so I could get Remy's shit because that's my king. And then me and Billy were fighting when we were in France, so I didn't even get to enjoy the merch, which is frustrating. But what ended the fight was literally one of the workers recognized me, and then she gave me a bunch of fast passes. And then we were like, okay, I'm done being mad.
Yeah.
Both of us to each other. And we went on that ride, so fucking cute. But they gave us a fast pass for the Guardians ride too. So we got to go on that one really fast. And I remember when we went on it.
And Frozen.
Yeah, and Frozen. And I remember when we got on, we were like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Because like their rides are just so different from Disneyland. And like also... it's just been so long since I've gone on a different ride. You know what I mean? Every ride I've gone on, I feel like here I know what's going to happen. So it's not surprising at all.
That was kind of scary. Yeah.
Yeah. That part was a little nerve wracking, but I remember when we got on the Guardians ride. Well, first off, Billy always goes, ask if we can go in the front. Why? He always, even if we're in road like 8, he's like, ask if we can go in the front. I'm like, I'm not doing that. But this time we were like, road 2. And there was no one in the front. And then he was like, ask. And I was like, all right. I was like, hey, do you care if we go in the front? And the guy goes, yeah, you can't do that. And he walks away. And I was like, okay. All right.
See, this is why I don't like to ask questions.
And I was like, okay. Then I start another fight because I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
No, I was like, okay, well, you know. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then another guy came up and he goes, you guys can go in the front. It's fine. And I was like, really? I don't want to like cause problems. He goes, no, it's not that serious. You guys can go in the front. I was like, okay. So we went on and Dason was like right behind us with, I think you're sitting with our mom.
Yeah, I think so too.
And we were sitting like right next to each other. And then we were going, Dason goes, I'm so fucking sick of every ride going backwards in this state. Like, why does every ride have to shoot backwards? And then you like go in and then as it's like, you're going and you're seeing all the graphics and stuff, it literally starts shifting you this way. And then you start going backwards. She was like, what the hell?
Every
like,
ride in Florida goes
like
backwards.
She fucking predicted it. It happened on the Frozen ride.
Yeah. Did not expect that.
No.
Which is essentially like Pirates of the Caribbean, the way it's set
Yeah,
up.
but then it shoots backwards at one point. We're like, what the fuck? Tastes like, what the hell? When we started churning like that.
That's too much.
It was fun though.
It was
a
really
good
fun.
time.
I like
that Tron one looks hella fun.
Yeah.
I saw that TikTok you sent me of those two guys just staring back.
Okay, this next one's from Monica. She said, my youngest brother is 10 years younger than me and was pissed that he wasn't tall enough to go on Space Mountain. He finally was tall enough when he was probably 5. We're going through the line and he's super excited until he sees the cart take off. He got so scared, he ended up pissing his pants right there while we were in line. Our mom had to take him and run to the bathroom where she had to bathe him in the sink. And we ended up having to buy him a completely new outfit at one of the stores.
What if that was his plan all along?
And he goes, now no one gets to ride the ride.
It was not just that, but getting a new outfit. He's like, I'm going to piss my pants. You want to hear something crazy about Space Mountain? I'm going to give you some tea on Space Mountain, bitch. When you go on that ride, if you go with other full-grown people... Did you know they weigh that fucking thing?
So like you sit in the thing and then you pull up and then they're looking at that guy in the little like
and they
tower.
They check your seatbelts, right? They go like pull up.
But
which
it's
I'm
literally
sure
to give them and to give them time to weigh the cart.
they weigh that bitch, girl. And when I tell you they weigh that shit, I'm not kidding.
It's for safety reasons. But
yeah, and like obviously like you got the two of us, Billy, my brother, my dad. You know what I mean? Like all of us are really big people. And when we all sit in the same car, bitch, I'm not kidding. They're like, too heavy? Too heavy? Like up to the guy up there. Too heavy, yeah? Too heavy?
And
okay.
they go, okay, get out.
And then they bring us, I'm not joking, bitch.
A little rolling stairs.
They bring a fucking staircase and they're like, we need you two to get out. It's too heavy.
Yeah, and then they get out and they go, how about now? Still too heavy?
They go, way?
Pull the cart.
Okay, well, all of us, we're going to have to rearrange. And they literally make you go for it. And you go to the left instead of to the right, which is to the right. And you go to the fucking left. And then they park you over there. They unload you. They put you back in line. After they're going, too heavy? Too heavy. Okay, yeah, too heavy. We're going to need you two to come out. And then if you two get out and then they're like, again, heavy? No? We're good? Okay, you guys are good to go. And then they send it while you're getting out on the stairs.
You know what other roller coaster was crazy in Florida was the Aerosmith one.
That one was kooky.
It was way too fast and it was so scary.
That one was fucking cuckoo. Like,
and then when we got off, the guy asked if we wanted to ride again, and we were like, "Oh, yeah, okay." And it was literally because he thought Billy was cute.
He's like, "Sick hair, man." And then he was like, "Thanks." And then he goes, "You guys want to ride again? You guys don't have to wait in line." We were like, "Sure."
All it will cost you is one kiss.
Anyways, that's a fun fact for you about Space Mountain. And that has not happened to me once, not twice, not 3, but 4 fucking times.
Yeah,
bitch.
I mean, honestly, might be close to 5.
4 fucking times. So much so that we literally like spread out. We can't sit near each other. Because we don't want that to happen again. Again.
Okay, this is the next one. This is from Cecily. She said, one time we were running late to write something we had fast passes for, so we sprinted from the Matterhorn, and my stepdad was super far behind us. And once he caught up, he told us he didn't see a chain. So they have like chains that like kind of barricade the lines. He didn't see a chain and he fell over it mid-sprint and he showed us a line across his thighs that was already black and blue.
Holy fuck.
We couldn't stop laughing and we were so sad we didn't see it.
You guys being pissed off that you were too fast that you missed him fall is crazy. That's crazy.
To run into that so fast you eat shit and you bruise yourself. What are those things made out of?
I have no idea.
But he didn't even break through the chain.
The fact that he didn't break through it is
That's
honestly,
crazy.
what are they made out of? Vibranium? Jesus Christ. That's what they made Captain America's shield out of?
Yeah.
The chains at Disneyland? That's crazy. I too feel left out when I miss someone fall.
Me too.
Especially someone you love and care about.
Yeah, I agree.
That's extra disappointing.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, remember Fast Passes used to be like that? That's crazy. Now you just like buy the Fast Pass for the whole day and then you get to go whenever you want. Or Genie Pass or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, you like pick a time though.
Oh, it's still the same?
Yeah. Like you buy it for that, but you have to pick a time to show up to it. It's exactly the same thing as the Fast Pass thing, but they get more money out of you that way.
True.
With Genie.
Okay, this next one's anonymous. He said, one of my childhood friends said that she visited Bugs Land, that's what it's called, with her family and went for a photo op with Hopper, the evil cricket. I thought he was a grasshopper.
Yeah, he is a grasshopper because his name is Hopper.
Okay. Sorry to this person. She said for some reason he sneezed on them and they were covered in green goo. I've never heard of anything like that before, even on Google looking for it. So is that normal or is that a one-time event? Because she told me about it every time we would talk about Disney.
Okay, I'm old enough to have experienced a Bug's Land before they turned it into the Avengers campus.
I think she's lying.
I've never heard of that. If that has happened, that feels off the books. That feels like a him thing. Like whoever was in that costume, that feels like a them
He
thing.
called it an audible. He's like, the kids are gonna love this.
Like he thought that would be so silly and funny.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to take one more quick little break, and this is with our friends at HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Kickstart a fresh fall routine with HelloFresh. HelloFresh handles all of the meal planning and shopping to deliver everything you need to cook up a tasty meal right at home. They do the hard part, and you get to take the credit. A new season calls for new meals, and HelloFresh has a fresh fall lineup of delicious dinners and more to choose from. Take your pick from 40 weekly recipes that suit your lifestyle, from veggie to family-friendly to fit and wholesome. When you get HelloFresh, you know you're getting top-notch produce since it travels from the farm to your door in less than 7 days. So I love HelloFresh because it takes all the thinking out of cooking and recipes in general. And I love that they actually started making vegan recipes, so I don't really have to veganize or exclude certain ingredients. I'm able to literally eat everything, and I'm super excited about cooking because it always makes my mental health feel a lot better. So all of you can go to hellofresh.com/52idiotgirls and use code 52idiotgirls for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. That's hellofresh.com/52idiotgirls and use code 52idiotgirls for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. Now back to the episode.
I can't imagine Disney ever doing that.
No.
Especially not in like a space where you're like meeting a character, like because that can be so traumatizing for some kids. Like sometimes they get really scared.
Yeah.
Well, like there's a reason why they don't let adults dress up as characters, and it's because it will confuse children.
Well, and then you're not hired by Disneyland.
Yeah,
so
like
you can act in a way that is
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They can't control how you act, and like that could be confusing for kids who meet you, and if you're awful or whatever. That's why adults are not allowed to dress up. So I can't imagine that they would implement an interaction where someone gets covered in goo.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very
like
uptight Disney, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's real.
I don't think so either.
If it is real, and I want to believe your friend, if it is real, and that was not a Disney thing.
That was whoever was acting in the costume.
That was a him thing. I think he improvised a little bit.
I remember one time we were at Disneyland, like around like Christmas time, and they did like a parade or like some sort of like interaction, or I don't know what to call it, with the little green army men from Toy Story.
I remember that, yeah.
And I remember they came up to my sister and her friend at the time, and like they had them be part of the show. And my mom was like telling me to go out there, and that was like my worst nightmare. I was like, absolutely not.
And I loved attention, so I was like, yep.
That was also after we rode on Goofy Sky School, and I met the love of my life, who I haven't seen since.
Dog. That was crazy. We rode on Goofy Sky School, and Dason wanted to be in the front, but then she had to sit by herself because there was only 3 of us.
No, we sat behind you guys because I remember both of you were sitting like this looking at us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So me and my friend sat in the front, Dason sat in the back, and then they were like, oh, we have a single rider. We're going to put him in here. And it was like, I'm not kidding, like literally someone who looked like that Jake kid from Cheaper by the Dozen. Which was like Dason's like dream guy at the time.
Yeah.
And so he sat next
to her.
When
I'm in the 5th grade, so.
he sat next to her, and she immediately went like she just like eyes huge, no talking. You know what I'm saying? And me and Marissa, our friend, we were laughing, and we were trying to like get her to talk to him, and she like would not talk like at all. She was literally just like the whole time. And he, you know, like most preteen kids, because that's what we all were at the time, he was like thriving off the attention, loved the attention, and then he smiled and was like, he smiled, and I just remember I just remember his like teeth being black, like his front two teeth.
I don't remember that.
I do. I do remember that because I was like, and then I was like, Dace, like, it's fine. Like, you have nothing to be afraid of. You have nothing to be afraid of.
He doesn't brush his teeth.
You have nothing to be intimidated by whatsoever. He's just like us.
I don't remember that at all. I was gonna say, I've seen like at Oogie Boogie Bash, you know, they have like the little characters. They have Ernesto de la Cruz. Is that his name?
Yeah.
From Coco.
Yeah.
Why is he kind of sexy?
Well, see, now we're talking about something else entirely.
Like, I have to find the TikTok and send it to Brittany because I know she's the only one that will get it. But I was kind of like, why is he kind of hot? Like, why are we not talking about this more?
We went on Roger Rabbit once because our friend and agent Alex like really wanted to go on it.
And it was her birthday.
And let me remind you of something really quick about Alex. She has one of the worst cases of motion sickness.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone who gets motion sickness from being like churning too fast. Like she gets motion sickness.
Yeah.
She pops a Dramamine in every moving vehicle she sits in. This bitch wanted to go on Roger Rabbit, which is like the whole point is to spin the whole time.
Because you're in like a little like New York cab and you can spin.
And I remember she was like, we have to go. Because I remember when I was a kid and I was like, all right, let's go. So we go on it, and she said her and her husband's team, she said that she's like, let's spin it. She said he spinned it once. She's like, okay, never mind, no more. Because she said she got sick immediately. And I was like, Alex, I told you that before we got on the fucking ride. And I was like, there's no way this bitch loves this ride. There's no way. Because it's so jostly, it makes her sick. Like there are certain rides she sits off of because her motion sickness is too severe. And so I just couldn't believe she really wanted to go on that one. But anyways, we go on that ride. We get off and she's telling me that we're laughing. And then Brittany was on the ride with us too. We got off. She was like, Dace, the weasel smash. Am I right? I was like, you know what? Too many of you are saying too many things.
The weasel in the zoot suit. I go, in the zoot suit? She goes, right? And I go, I mean.
Dace, the weasel smash, right? Am I wrong? And I was like, see, this is why we can't go anywhere. Because look how you act. Look how all of you act.
Why do you act like that?
Why do you act like that?
Dude, okay, we didn't get to talk about the Beyonce concert because I felt like we talked about it too much. We went to her birthday show because we never got to tell you guys about it.
Oh, yeah.
And our friend Grace Africa was in the box with us.
Love her to death.
I'm not joking, bitch, one of the funniest people I've ever met in this industry. Love her to death. She's so sweet and just Grace is truly fucking funny.
Grace is truly like, I love and adore her because she's amazing and hilarious and just like overall a wonderful person. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, like that bitch doesn't give a fuck
what anyone thinks about her.
You want to meet someone who gives you confidence just by hanging out near her. Because that bitch doesn't give a fuck, bitch. Like she has no qualms at all with being perceived, which is, I think, just a gift. Like, she has it in spades. Like, it's just crazy. And it makes you feel brave and like confident around her. Yeah. Because she don't fucking care. She doesn't care about anything. She doesn't care. If she wants to have fun, she's going to have fun. She's going to fucking do it. She's going to do it right. Mm-hmm. And
tell them about when you guys were in the pit together and you were taking videos.
Dude. So we went to Club Renaissance for a little, which is fucking insane. And I got like she was literally 5 feet from me. And it was just a sight to behold. Like truly. She is a vision, and it was crazy. But when she was right above us and we were like recording her, I'm like literally feet from her and we were recording. I was just in shock and awe. Like I literally had tears in my eyes because she was so close to me. And Grace was like, this is crazy. I was like, I know, because we were standing next to each other. And then she like went back and then there was like a little intermission so she could change costumes. And I remember like when I was like, dude, look at this video. Isn't this crazy? Because it was so like clear, the one that I got. And she goes, I know, right? Look at mine. And she showed me hers and she was only recording the twins that were dancing, like Les twins, you know? She was only recording that. Dancing. I was like, girl, you fucking missed Beyonce.
And she's like, I don't know.
She was like, oh no, I took some of her, but then, you know, I had to get my man on camera. And I was like, all right.
She makes me laugh so much.
She's just like, She is truly, it's so funny too, because one of the first times I like hung out with her and Shallon for a long time, who we also love.
You told the story at the ambulance premiere. Yeah.
Yeah. At the ambulance premiere, she was just like, well, the first thing she said to Billy was like, you gonna finish that? Or because Billy didn't finish his plate and he was just standing there. And she's like, I don't want to get back in line, but I will eat yours. And then she's like, I'm going to take a lap. And then when she came back, she had videos and pictures with Jason Momoa. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Didn't even know he was at the party. She was taking shots with Wale later. Yeah. And then she became friends with Wale. She said, this is my friend, Wale. And I said, okay. I believe you. That's the crazy part. I believe that you guys are friends.
That makes sense to me. Yeah, I can see that.
Love her. Love her to death. She's so funny.
This next one's from Maddie. She said, when I was little and rode the Tower of Terror for the first time, I got so dizzy afterwards, and when we got off, I headbutted straight into a cast member's stomach. I was so surprised and embarrassed. I said, I'm sorry, and he said, that's okay. It happens a lot.
That was just him making you feel better.
He's like, I guess. Okay, this other one's from, I hope I pronounced this right. I think it's Evelise. When I was a child, my parents would let my sister and I run off and explore Disneyland. Once when I was 7 and my sister was 9, we were in line waiting for a ride. It was a ride in the old Toontown. It might have been the little roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. The mouse
Roger
one.
Rabbit, yeah. While we were waiting, I sneezed and farted at the exact same time. And the man behind us left the line immediately. And I'll never forget it.
You know what's funny is like he might not have even like heard your fart. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you'll never know is the part that haunts you.
The mystery of it will haunt you. Yeah.
I feel that. I was going to say about Tower of Terror. One time, Billy and I went by ourselves. This was like a long, long time ago. And we got on, it was now Guardians, obviously. But it's like the Halloween one. So like, you know, it's a little different during the holidays. During like September, October. It's like a different kind of theme. They play like that red light the whole time. It's like spooky. Right?
Where?
In Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
This is like
they play like monster music too.
Yeah, it's just like more like spooky themed or whatever. And I remember, you know how like, especially on that ride or a lot of rides like that, they're like in character. Like the cast members are like trying to like remember, like don't pet anything you don't know. Yeah. Like they're like saying all these little quips to like, you know what I'm saying? And there was one guy in that little elevator that was like being a prick for no reason. It's like
to the cast member?
Yeah, to like show off to his buddies, his fucking friends. I'm like, who cares? Like you're just harassing someone at their job. And my thing is like, do they have to do it? I'm sure they do to some extent. They obviously have to give you the information, but like the theatrics of it all, I think a lot of times are just to make the time pass by because like that's just their job. Their job is to create this fantasy for you, right? And so he's like, remember, like he's saying all these little things. And then that guy keeps going, I don't get it. Like shit like that. Like he's like heckling this person and this person is not doing stand up. Like they're just trying to give you the fucking information. Uh-huh. And he was being rude like multiple times. And I told Billy too, I said, if he says one more thing, I'm going to say something because it was rude and it was very blatant and brazen. And so like he gets to the end of his spiel and he's like, all right, have a good ride, whatever. And the guy's sitting in the very fucking front. And then as soon as the lights turn off and like the doors close or whatever, he's like, ha ha ha, I fucking got him. Like he's like laughing to his friends. I'm like, what the fucking worst guy alive, right? Do the ride, come back, right? And so like pulls up slowly and it parks. And then like the doors open and they open really slow. Cause the whole point during that is like you're trying to catch something. That's like the theme or whatever. In addition to escaping. It's like, I forget. It was something about catch. He's like, let me know if you guys see something I got to catch. You know, they carry that net around outside.
Yes.
And they're like, so that was part of the spiel. And so like the doors open and there's nobody there. Right. So we're kind of like, oh. And then the guy comes sprinting. I don't even know where he was sitting because I was in the front too, but I was on the very end on the other side. He comes sprinting out of nowhere and he's like, ah! Like he sprints forward and he's like, and he like throws it in and he's scared the fuck out of that guy. That guy was like, ah, ah, ah! Like he like did like, you know that embarrassing scream when you yelp, you don't like yell. You're just like, ah, 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 like that. He did that and he was like, oh, false alarm. He wasn't there. Anyways, you guys have a good ride. And like, I was fucking dying, which probably didn't help because
Yeah.
I was fucking cracking up. And like, I was like, it's really uncool of you to do things like that. Like, you really scared me as he was leaving. And the guy was like, all right, have a magical day as he was walking out. And I thought that shit was so funny because I'm like, that's what you fucking get.
Yeah.
He scared the bejesus out of him. He's like, you know how when men yelp like that, it's like
Even
extra.
like as a woman, like I remember one time.
I'm just saying,
yeah.
men especially when they act so big and bad, and then you hear them like minutes later, you hear them do that like yelp when they're like, you know what I mean? They're like, so embarrassing.
I got it.
So embarrassing. That was honest to God so fucking funny.
That is really funny.
And I said, hey, you got him. You got me a little bit. I got a little scared.
Give this
too.
man a raise.
But he like, just the fact that he was screaming like that scared the fuck out of me. So like him sprinting at him with that net was so funny. Oh, hilarious. If you ever see this, good on you.
Good on you. Okay, this is the last one. This one's from Monroe. She said, hot take, the Matterhorn is not worth the hype ever. Ow my back, ow my neck. Why is it cold? I'm going to skip it and go on Pirates of the Caribbean again. Thank you.
You're literally so wrong.
So
it's crazy.
wrong, Monroe.
You're,
That's so embarrassing.
What's it like?
That's so embarrassing.
What's it like to be so incredibly wrong so loudly?
Yeah.
This is what I will say. A cast member once told us that the key to going on the Matterhorn is you go on the left side.
The left side's crazier.
The
If
left
you want it
side's-
to be more like chill, you go on the right.
Or it's longer on the right side. That's what he said. It's
Okay.
longer and it's chiller, but the other side is it's a mountain bike down a black diamond ski mountain.
and
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not wearing a helmet. Yeah.
Yeah. But he said the key is to lean forward and to hold the seat in front of you. And that's how you don't hurt your neck or your back, which has proven to be true. But that's why Brittany was telling, like, on her Royal Court show, she was talking about how every time we go on that, we're like too big to go on it, but we still go on it, which is so fun. But the way that Billy rides it it feels as if we're going to roll in that fucking, that sled, bro. Because he's always in the front and he's like, you know what I mean? Like he's like slamming it to both sides really hard because he's trying to control not getting hurt. But I'm like, you're going to fuck up the ride. That's how you got to ride it. And it's always fun.
And Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride is just...
That's our mom's favorite ride.
That's our mom's favorite ride. We go on it every time.
Against our will.
I like it as a little rest. It's
I'm just kidding.
Rest.
Yeah, it's a nice chill ride, I think. When we went on it last time, we took our friends Phil and Amy, which is also our manager, and his girlfriend. And that was her first time at Disneyland.
Both of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because
Disneyland
Phil
either.
had only been to California for VidCon or whatever. Yeah, so that was their first time at Disneyland. And Amy is pregnant, so she can't go on many rides. So we were like, all right, for sure, we got to go on Pirates. And then we went on, and it was so fun. But it was because, you know, like when you first go and it does that first drop, we didn't tell them that because we thought it would be funny to see the fear, which is like we're going and then you just hear the water running and you hear
And
go,
people screaming. Yeah.
and it like disappears. And the both of them looked back like in fear, like they were like,
Because they're in the front. Yeah.
because they were in the very front and there's no seatbelts. And we didn't tell them. We wouldn't have taken them on anything crazy, obviously. But my family, y'all know this by this time. Like, we love a
to
good trick.
People.
We love a good trick. We love a
I
little.
don't know what it
We
is.
love a bamboozle.
Yeah, truly.
Literally, I'm not kidding. Yesterday, I was talking to our mom, and I was talking to her about something for your birthday.
Oh, of course.
And she was like, you know what you should do?
She's the worst at tricking.
She's like, you know what you should do? And then she told me this elaborate thing that she wants to do to trick Jason to some extent. And I was like, well, I don't know if that would work because then we'd have to do this. And she goes, no, because then she spent like 30 minutes trying to explain to me why we should do it. And I said, listen, you want to do your trick, you do it. I don't want to stage direct the trick.
Yeah.
And then she was laughing and I was like, it sounds like you really want to do it. So you do it and I'll just be behind you. I'll be in cahoots, but you set it up.
I'm here to support you. Yeah.
And I told her, I said, that shit doesn't work on days. Like she's too like observant. She hates surprises. Like, she's too much with that shit. Like, she literally, before we started recording this, she goes, I can't wait to give you your birthday present. I kind of want to give it to you now. And I have to tell her, I don't want it right now. Just give it to my birthday.
What if I told you it's in my car right now?
She's like, I really want to give it to you.
I'm not going to.
But that's my point, is like, she doesn't like surprises and she's too observant. So like, it's harder to trick Dason. Which is why it's not worth it to me. But that's why
the way they trick me is by like, it makes me feel like when you guys did a surprise birthday party for me that one year.
Yeah.
It literally, everyone had to make me think that they didn't want to hang out with me.
Which is a different problem.
It's like, that's the only way I believe the surprise.
Which is a different problem. I'm sure y'all can see why we're not feeding into that narrative that she tells herself.
No one was saying that you guys did that, and then I was like, why? I don't know why no one wants to hang out.
Then she goes like, well, I guess that makes sense, but I just don't know why people. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense. But that's the only. And I'm not kidding. I told my mom, I said, I don't like that because she gets too scared, like she gets too paranoid, and I don't want to surprise her like that. But my mom was like, it's gonna be fine, which it was. But even this was not as elaborate as that. This was just something so small. And I was like, you know what? You want to do it? You do it.
You can do that.
I'll be in cahoots, and then I'll help you where you need help. And she was like, ugh, whatever. I was like, you're crazy, lady. I do love a good trick, though. I can't even say that I don't.
Me too.
I think it's hilarious. Donovan's my number one victim at all times.
He's the one I'm going to trick the most out of everyone. I do like to trick you a lot, too. It makes me laugh, but...
Even with me, it's exactly like, oh, this is another tangent I'm going to go on. But it's just like when my mom was saying we're all just as competitive as each other. No. And that's the biggest lie she's ever told in her life. Because my mom is competitive to the point where she'll kill you. Just like my brother. They are exactly the same. And I was explaining this to my dad because my dad is just like me and Dace, where he like doesn't care. Like, I'm competitive to an extent, but like if it gets that serious, I don't care.
I don't want to play anymore.
Dason will pull out entirely. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck if I lose. And so to me, it's like, it's not that fun to beat me because I don't care. You know what I mean? For her to feel like victorious enough, she has to beat someone who cares a lot. And because my brother can be so fucking bratty about winning and shit, I love watching her beat him. Yeah. That's so funny.
He's the sorest winner I've ever known.
And the sorest loser too. Yeah. Like, he's both. And it's so funny because they went on the Spider-Man ride that last time we went to Disneyland. And we sat off of it because I was like, I don't want to sweat because like my arms get sore when I play that game. And I never win. I feel like it's rigged.
I always try to like, not cheat, but I always try to get the biggest ones or like the green or gold ones that are hiding.
Yeah, but then I feel like I waste too much time aiming at those.
I know. It's true.
If y'all have a secret to winning that, tell it to me and I won't tell Donovan, and then I'm just going to ether him the next time we play. Promise me you'll tell me if you know.
Please, you guys.
Because then I'm just like, I'm going to pretend I'm not good again, and then I'm going to beat him and it's going to be funny. That's a trick you can be in on. But anyways, I remember when they went on the ride, they got off. And we sat off, like all of you, me, and Billy sat off, and our parents. Yeah. But like everybody else went on the ride. And when they got off, my brother was soaked through the collar of his shirt because he was playing that hard. And he comes out I'm not kidding, dripping sweat, soaked through the collar. He's like, I won. And I was like, the only reason you won is because our mom wasn't on the fucking ride, which is true. Because every time my mom goes on, she beats him, and he can't stand that. He can't stand that fucking shit. And I was telling our mom, I'm like, you see how fun it is for you to beat him? It's because he cares. Yeah. Like, we don't care. Like, Dason's thing is like, this is like a gift that Dason has. Like, if she says something, which you guys have probably seen on the show, but if she says something and I go, no, I think it's this. And then she goes, no. And then I go, yeah, no, it is. Like, I'm like convicted in it. It doesn't always have to be me. It's anyone. She goes, okay, well, I don't care. So she says that every time. I'm not kidding.
I just remembered I don't care, so it's fine.
And that's like a skill. Like, I think that's a beautiful thing, to be able to like not give a fuck about shit that doesn't matter. Like, I used to not be able to do that. I'm a lot better at it now. Dason's always been able to do that. Donovan can't do it at all.
No.
He can't do it at all.
No.
So
he cares way too much.
I'm truly like the middle child in a lot of ways because I am. But like, that is so, I envy that of Dace. Like, her ability to be like, oh, well, I don't care, so. It's so like, who gives a fuck?
Like, I only try to beat Donnie at games I know I can beat him at. So I know I'm not going to win at Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The Toy Story one, I almost get him a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm better at that one, but I still lose on that one.
Because that one's easier and less like trying on your body, really. You know what I mean? Like the Spider-Man one, I get off and I feel like I did a full like shoulder back workout.
I'm like, why are my fucking triceps sore?
Yeah, like what's this muscle right here on your side?
Like your obliques?
I
What's
guess.
the
On the
your
side
abs?
of my boob? What
No,
muscle
your
is that?
obliques are like your lower, it's like your abs,
No,
but
I
it's on the
know.
outside.
What's on the side of your boob?
I don't know.
Like that gets sore on that ride. What's
Side
going-
boob?
The side of my tit. No, I mean like under my pit. What's that area called?
Under your pit, I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not like my pit, but like right below.
I want to say obliques. I think that's your obliques.
I'm not a muscle doctor, so I don't know.
Neither am I.
And guess what? I don't care.
There you go. If anyone ever like starts arguing with you and you really want to piss them off, because just go, okay, well, I don't care. So
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
I don't care. So.
Done. See?
If you really want to upset them, like if they're that committed to being right, it's gonna piss them off.
I don't
and
even
it's
do
funny.
it to upset people. I just do it because I actually don't care.
No, I know that's the funniest part. Is what I'm saying. Is like you really don't care.
Yeah.
That's you being like, well, it doesn't matter to me either way. Who gives a fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Take that for what it is. Use it sparingly. It works a lot on men, especially. It works all the time.
I don't interact with a lot of men, but
But the few men that you do, it works.
yeah, with Donnie, I do it a lot. I go, well,
Okay,
I don't
well,
care.
I don't care. So
It's
and then just move on. It's so funny every time.
every single time.
I made a joke in my recent TikTok, and then someone was like, the way that you said that was in the same tone as like hot, sexy, hot, sexy, hot, sexy, hot, sexy. Yep.
It's catching on, you guys. I'm gonna make merch with it.
Hot, sexy, hot, sexy, hot, sexy, hot, sexy.
But I told you guys it's one word and it's sexy. SEXII.
Yeah.
No Y's, 2 I's.
It's
Don't
important
forget
to
it.
remember.
On that note, we're gonna end the episode. Thank you so much for listening to it all the way through.
Yeah.
We love you and we hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it and you want to listen to other episodes, you can stream other podcast episodes everywhere you listen to podcasts. And the video version is always on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Other than that, we love you and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.